Pendency of suits can't stop Natasha'S Senate return. MBA to Akpabio says pendency of suits can't stop Natasha'S Senate return. Moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has again been reminded by the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) that it is illegal for him to use his office to prevent Senator Natasha'S (PDP) Kogi Central from returning to the Senate after the expiration of her six-month suspension. The NBA president, Akpabio, who said this, argued that, notwithstanding the fact that the matter is before the court, Natasha'S should be allowed to return to the Senate since her suspension period has ended. If the suspension has ended, she can return, regardless of whether the Senate was right or wrong in suspending her. The Senate cannot use the pending appeal to deprive her of her seat once the actual suspension has ended. That is not a good position for the Senate to adopt. The Senate should act honorably and allow her to resume, so that our constituents are not left unrepresented, while the court determines whether the Senate was justified in suspending her. The lapse of 6 months should allow her to return, the NBA president stated. Natasha'S was suspended on 6th March after Senate plenary presided over by Akpabio adopted the report of its Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions Committee, which accused her of violating Senate rules by refusing to vacate her assigned seat. The suspension, which came after she accused Akpabio of sexual harassment, stripped her of her security, salary, aids and other official privileges, including barring her from coming near the National Assembly NAS chamber. Natasha challenged the suspension at the Abuja Federal High Court, where Judge Bintalu Yako ruled that it was excessive and unconstitutional and that she should be recalled to her seat. The Senate failed to lobby the ruling, and after Natasha completed the suspension period, she informed the Senate in writing of her plan to resume her duties. However, the acting clerk to the NAS, Yahaya Danzaria, wrote back and told her that the suspension remains until the Court of Appeal delivers judgment on her suit. The matter remains sub judice, and until the judicial process is concluded, no administrative action can be taken to facilitate your resumption. You will be duly notified of the Senate's decision on the matter as soon as it is resolved, Danzaria stated in the letter. Moving on to the comment section, the first comment here says, "So disappointed in Akpabio. As Akpabio asked her to obey the court order of apologizing for committing contempt of court, paying a fine of 5 million to purge herself of the contempt. All these emotional outbursts will not save the manipulative lady senator. She has not even obeyed the court ruling against her. She got caught in the legal web she created and her legal team are so unprofessional. The media support is meaningless for her. She is the cause of her own troubles. A commenter says the so-called Senate president and the entire senator should be ashamed of themselves. They are afraid of her. That is why they don't want her to resume. A commenter says, please, where will she sit if she resumes since she swore never to sit on her assigned seat? Did Nigeria has any competent court of jurisdiction? What a lullaby country. In fact, the ordinary Nigerians that are supposed to collect back our country from all those political rogues and urchins are busy fighting themselves on the ground of religion and ethnic differences. Oh God, may Nigerian politicians never happen to even those that hate me. And the last comment here says, you suspended someone without court order. Now for her to resume back from her suspension, she needs to get court approval. That might help pick stupidity of the highest order by the power-drunk Senate president and his useless supporters. There is no sense of integrity in the so-called Senate. Our lawmakers are a big-time disgrace to Nigeria. My dear listeners, now have come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.